Now you sleep. I have some work. What work? So early. It is very important work. I should not be late for this work. What kind of work is that, Jimmy? I will tell you soon, but now you need sleep. Jimmy laid there down and sat down next to him. I can't live without him, Jimmy. I love him so much. Why did it hurt me? I didn't do anything, and Gia, I thought her as my best friend. Jimmy, is love a crime? Am I so bad? Jimmy did not answer any questions. They continued to speak, and he listened silently. Jimmy had to take revenge for making his best friend cry. I promised that. Who broke your heart now had to make them all suffer from heartbroken. 7:45 a.m. Jimmy was standing outside University Gate. He had to show someone true face, and one had exposed it to the world. 8 a.m. Jimmy was still standing at the door, angry, waiting. Students are going in, and Jimmy was waiting. A few minutes later, the car stopped, and Gia got out of the car as usual. Jungkook was with her. Jimin, she looked at her boyfriend, who was already looking at her. Jungkook was sitting in the car looking at Jimin. Jia smiled and hugged him. Where are you? It's been 2 days. How are you? He kept listening to Jia's questions, but his eyes fixed on Jungkook, who was ignoring him. I am very good, Jia. Jia smiled and saying something, but Jimin did not give her chance. I only come here because of you. Jia smiled. Really? Yep. Complete my incomplete goal. Sorry, but what goal? Jia asked. He smiled, and then his smile faded. I know everything, Jia. What are you saying, Jimin? Don't be innocent in front of me, Jia. I know everything, and you cannot trap me. Jia was silent. May I know what you got by doing all this, Jia? He approached her, and Joko got out of the car. Jimin, I cannot understand anything. Oh, seriously? My there. He was with me and told me everything. Why did you do all this, Jia? He loved you so much. Jia looked at her father, who was standing behind. So she had to act again. Jimin, I know you are sad and be angry, but trust me, love. I keep him away from me. I didn't let him touch my body. You forgive me. I know you hurt, but please forgive me. Jimin kept looking at her. You should not break your friendship with him. I should have told you all. There are no secret in love, but I was scared. I didn't want your childhood friendship and I silently adore everything, Jimin. Jimin kept looking, fake tears at her eyes. Well, I have to agree with that. You act very well, Jia. But this trick will not work on me, baby. Jia didn't understand it, or she was pretending to be innocent. He came closer to her. What did you think? Like your father, you will also trap me in your fake innocence? I look so stupid to you? Sorry, Jia, but you did not succeed. Jia was silent. What did you get by doing all this? Are you happy? Did you get everything and you still have a lot more to achieve? Jimmy, listen to me. No, not anymore. Now you will listen and I will speak. Jia was silent. Jungkook was also listening. He was silent. He knew there was innocent. You made my friend so dirty. The friend who always thought better for you. The friend always support you, protect you, don't let you feel alone. He always help you in exams and you hurt him, blame him. So cheap, Gia. Gia shook her head. My friend who fought me with his childhood best friend for you, Gia. You made him cry? Gia was silent. The friend who forced me for you. He forced me to give you a chance. He told me that you are very good. He told me you love me. It was that him to date you. Otherwise, I will not let an immature girl like you around me. Gia eyes big. But you throw my friend out in the cold night? You embarrass him in front of his love. You did what no one could do to him. You totally broke it, Jia. You killed Ismail boy. You would not mercy on that innocent. You hate that person who is alone. Jia, crying. He wanted to be with you and your father, Jia, but you completely broke it. Why, Jia? Why? Are you really that dirty? You used yourself? You are not ashamed? Just think that one day your father will know everything. Then what will you do? Jia grabbed his hand and took him inside university. Jungkook is still outside. He speaks slowly, Jimin. You wanted you wanted your father happy. You didn't want to see your father alone. You wanted to marry them. Then why, Jia? Why did you separate them? Why should I speak slowly? He whispered. I once mother Jimin. Try to understand, okay? And I didn't regret. He deserved. Wow. You are evil, Jia. You don't want a mother. You have to win. You don't have a mother. You want a victory. You think your father is your property. You think that person cannot do anything according to your will. You have to keep your father in your trap, Jia. It's not like that, Jimin. Jungkook come inside and stood again behind Jia. Again continue listening, and Jimin was surprised to see him. He thought, does Jungkook know the truth? The question was echoed Jimin's mind, but he had to teach Jia first. Oh, shut up, Jia. I know everything. I follow you long ago. I saw your death stares at there and your father. What do you think? No one will notice your eyes, dear? Her eyes widened and Jungkook also shocked. The day when we all watch a movie, they and your father sitting together, they both lost in their own world, and you are looking at them. Then suddenly you spilled coffee on your hand. You knew Jungkook cared about you the most. That's why you made that play. I had seen everything, Jia. How you were smiling when Jungkook sat next to you and they was alone. But he was smiling because he always wanted you to be happy. Jia began to think, is she really this selfish? Well, nothing will be gained from these things now, Jia, right? Everything between Tae and your father is over. Jungkook closed his eyes. Jimin looked at him. Oh, hi, Uncle Jungkook. Jia looked at her father. She panicked. So, what was I talking about? Yes, so everything is over between your father and my friend. So, I will not hesitate to say that I have nothing to do with you anymore, Jia. What are you talking about? Jia got scared. If you don't understand, explain in simple words. I made you my girlfriend because they wanted and I couldn't refuse that. So I had to. But now they and Uncle Jungkook have no relationship. So why should I stay in this forced relationship? This is not a joke, Jimin. Of course, this is not a joke, Miss Jia. My friend is not a joke. His feelings are not a joke. It is not a joke. But you think that you hurt my friend and in return I love you? Oh girl, you are so stupid. But today, Jia was alone, and her father was also listening. He was unable to say anything. He wanted someone to take out of his anger on Jia, so Jimin was doing. But he was a father. Jimin, you can't talk to my daughter like that. I don't give you that right. He looked at Jungkook. And who gave you right to call my friend bad words and kick him out into the cold night to break his heart? Jungkook feels silent. Do you both have all the rights? No. No one gave you the right to break my best friend's heart. And Mr. June, open your eyes and see what games your daughter play with you. Well, I don't like weak persons. So Jia, our relationship ends today. This is the end of this story. I love you, Jimmy, but I don't. Not at all. Girl who hurt my best friend, you are so selfish. He started to go, but Jia hugged him. I love you so much, Jimmy. Please don't leave me. He looked at Jia. Okay, I gave you a chance. Go accept your sin and reunite these two hearts. Then I will give you a chance